Alright, here we go. This is a ranked 2v2 onslaught between the blue team on the left, Default in the Phantom Bomber, and DusteSoppe in the Beta Bomber, and their opponents, the Carbon team on the right side, LaiYR in the, that's the brand new police striker, isn't it? And his teammate, Mr. Brush, in the, the APB striker. So they are going double striker versus double bomber. Super Popo team on one side, although police is not here. But pretty typical moneymaker builds going down. Pre-game is about to go off. Morty's set out by the blue team, so they are going straight for their close. Pretty standard opening as well from the Carbon team, going with tank spam to be able to knock down the neutral brutes there. And Default, I think, yeah, that was Default, already going for mid by leapfrogging a Gemini, seeing whatever he can kill. And the Gemini will lose the Longhorn eventually. However, that bombing might have been able to do it. No, I don't think so. The Gemini does go down. A little bit of harass going down by Mr. Brush. Will he be able to kill anything? No, the Mortys do go into those outpost bulb slots. And now Mr. Brush just still trying to neutralize it, but there's a lot of creeps over here, so it's kind of wasting his time. In the meantime, we do have LaiYR setting up the other close outpost on the Carbon side. Default still trying to work on the top already. And we do have Mr. Brush immediately transferring his focus to this back moneymaker, but does get saved by Default. DusteSoppe now coming with a Seeker. Wow, Mr. Brush he's actually able to regen a lot of health. And in the meantime, LaiYR killing a stray moneymaker on the ground and going for another one as well. Is Mr. Brush still? He is still surviving. The harass is not stopping. And actually, what does the blue team have in their build queue? Not really anything to really deal with this, and Mr. Brush really low on health does... will he be able to get away here? Yes, he is going to be able to get away, while LaiYR still actually trying to kill some money. Oh, is he stuck? Oh, he was stuck. Oh, did he might have clicked off screen or something like that. I'm not really sure. He says, oops, not exactly sure what happened there, but we do have Mr. Brush harassing the advancing tank line of the blue team, but really low on health. LaiYR chasing away Default here, and he is able to keep him away from Mr. Brush long enough so Mr. Brush can escape that attack. And then LaiYR scouting the bottom there, not really that attackable. Oh, well, it is, actually. There is only one tank defending here, and the blue team just still concentrating on mid up here, so they will be able to take mid, but the Carbon team now pushing bottom. LaiYR and Mr. Brush both here to support it. Let's see if, okay, DusteSoppe will be able to scout this on the way back, but it will be too late. There are there is definitely not enough defenses over here, and this will be an easy switch to get us around in this bottom outpost, or they will do a mass hold position just like that. And this Carbon team, well, it was a little early of a mass hold, I would say, because they didn't really, like, all these tanks in the back and stuff are not really doing the work that they need to, but this will still be an easy neutralize for the Carbon team, and the blue team now has lost this bottom left outpost. And LaiYR getting Mr. Brush actually getting Default killed in the air. DusteSoppe with just a single bomb. Not really going to do too much. LaiYR going to be able to, I thought Mr. Brush was actually also returning with infantry, but LaiYR coming with creeps. Default just trying to kill whatever he can here, but really low on health. The double striker is very, very dangerous, especially LaiYR in that Lexi striker. And now we do have Carbon team grabbing this bottom outpost under their control. So now we do have a max of 52 upkeep on the blue side versus a max of 65 on the Carbon side. And DusteSoppe getting finished off by Mr. Brush in that retreat as well. Default still having this top outpost under his control. Will he decide to move out, or will they start to turtle up? Definitely the safe thing, I don't know if you can really call it safe, but the more natural thing to do for most players is to just turtle it up. Default trying to get a moneymaker, but does get chased away by both of those strikers. Both of those police-style strikers. And now, okay, the blue team's still not moving out, but now LaiYR and Mr. Brush massing quite a lot of tanks. It's 39 to 57. The Carbon team actually with quite a lead. DusteSoppe still trying to get something killed on the moneymaker killed, but Mr. Brush now scouting. Didn't decide to go for moneymaker harass there, as there was not really anything defending except for that one Seeker way back here, which would not have been targeting him. Default and DusteSoppe scouting around, desperately trying to figure out what to do next, and they do see that top outpost is not really that defended. They might be able to actually push that. Oh, Mr. Brush trying to kill someone on the blue team over their outpost by himself, not really that likely, but that outpost is actually almost completely out of energy. So who's going to make the first move? This is kind of the weird... Oh, the blue team. Okay, so the blue team. The answer is the blue team, and Mr. Brush says we send if they send, and they are both sending right now. Will this actually end? DusteSoppe will be able to neutralize this if the Carbon team does not decide to respond to it. Yes, they have not come back in time. Mr. Brush is flying back, but the outpost has already been neutralized and will easily be surrounded surrounded by the blue units, but now Default himself is also, oh, will he be finished off? No, gets back to that fort before he gets killed, and I don't know, LaiYR dropping a single stasis mine, so it will affect the majority of the, oh, actually it's 3 stasis mines, but these 2 aren't connected here, and LaiYR getting finished off. DusteSoppe and mrbrush both trying to bomb down and finish off these tanks here, and we do have an interesting little base race here by both these teams. The blue team is defending fairly well with a lot of bombs, but they are still also taking quite a lot of damage. They will eventually be able to finish off these tanks, I think, before they are able to, the tanks are able to actually finish them off. And the Carbon team also, oh man, it's getting really close actually. The blue team has finished off the majority of the Gemini over here, but Default going down. DusteSoppe also already went down, and LaiYR and mrbrush really low on health as well. DusteSoppe has come back to the fight, but will he be able to finish off the tanks before he's barely getting away there? And at this point, mrbrush and LaiYR also desperately struggling trying to finish these off. And the Carbon team has been able to kill off every single ground attacking unit except that one Longhorn, and now it's finally dead. But LaiYR and mrbrush do sense danger, and LaiYR and mrbrush might be able to finish off, and that will be it. Firing at the corner. LaiYR and mrbrush able to take this ranked 2v2 on Salt over Default and DusteSoppe. Man, Default and DusteSoppe had those tanks at the Carbon Fort, and they might have been able to do it should they weren't, if they weren't so low on health. But LaiYR and mrbrush deciding, forget this defense, we're gonna go attack. And they, sensed that the blue team was really low on health, able to get that finish, shooting at the corner. That was very simple, easy end to that game. And it was a pretty easy choice, honestly, to make by that Carbon team. Good thing they did notice that the blue team's health was pretty low, and that was able to get them that victory. So base races, always definitely a fun thing to see. If you guys have played or spectate any cool base races, you got to send them to me. Just don't tell me there's a base race at the end. Just say something like great ending. So anyway, Carbon sponsored tournament coming up. It is a 3v3 tournament. It is the AirMech Full Force tournament, and I will be hosting it. It will be on June 28th. Prizes galore, the largest prize pool in AirMech history, over $750 worth of prizes and giveaways, and anyone who participates will get a competitor's badge. 8th place and up gets an actual diamond bundle prize. So if you guys want to play, if you guys want to form a team, definitely now is the time to do so. Signups are going to be open for a pretty good amount of time. Make that team. You just need to find 2 other friends, or if you are already regularly play with one other person, find one more friend. Talk to your faction mates. If you're not already in faction, you definitely need to get into one. But yeah, play, get noticed, and support AirMech. You guys gotta love this competitive spirit, and we need to bring that back to the community. So the AirMech Full Force Tournament, June 28th. See you guys there. This is RUI, and that is game. See you next time.